Welcome to my immediate reactions of the EA, aka the Electronic Arts press conference reactions. And before I get into anything, welcome to my coverage of the E3 2016. And I'm going to be doing this from today. I got all the conferences, basically I already talked about the schedule and stuff. This is going to be happening today through Tuesday, because Tuesday is only Nintendo's conference and there's no other conferences taking place on that day. So it's going to be today. There's another one later on tonight. I'm going to be checking out Bethesda's press conference, and then I'll be reacting to that and making a video similar to this. And then tomorrow is going to be the three packed conferences. You got Microsoft, you got Ubisoft, and you got PlayStation. So welcome to, again to my E3 2016 coverage. This is my favorite time of the year. I love doing these type of videos and reacting to them. I just checked out the conference and watched the live stream, and I'm going to go through everything one by one of all the stuff that was shown, all the things that were talked about. And Battlefield 1 was the finale, and that was to be expected. But I'm going to go through every single game, and I think one thing I'm going to do differently is if you guys don't get the game and you want me to repeat something like the games and you don't hear me, I'm just going to do something different and list the games in the description of the video. I don't think I did that last year, but I think that'll be something that just in case people are they want to check out a specific game, they were looking for a specific game to be announced, you guys can check out the description of the video too, along with the release dates. But I didn't hear too many release dates throughout this conference, so if the game does have a release date, I'll just put it right next to the game. So that's just what I'm going to be doing with these type of videos. So again, you guys can let me know how you guys like the conference, and at the end of this video below, and share your thoughts and what you're looking forward to most through this year's E3. So they kicked it off with Titanfall 2 for all those Titanfall fans out there. Really excited for this one. But they showed the gameplay trailer, and this time, unlike the first Titanfall game, which only had multiplayer, this one's going to have a single player campaign. And I think that's going to really probably, it looked really good, and it looks really interesting. But nowadays, sometimes it's like some of these shooters are now just lacking when it comes to single player. Games like Call of Duty have a great single player, but most people don't really honestly care about the single player campaign. Most people end up skipping it, and for those people who are hardcore multiplayer fans, they just end up going straight into the multiplayer and completely ignore the single player campaign. Because if a game is a first person shooter, all you want to do is just jump online, try to rank up, get the best weapons, get better at it, and try to race each other, race your friends to become the best and get to the top of the leaderboard. Some people do that, but it's nice to see that this game is going to have an actual single player game. So Titanfall 2 will be coming out October 28th of this year. Next was Madden NFL. So here we go with the sports games. Me, I'm not a sports game big on sports, and I mentioned this before. When it comes to video games, I play all types of genres: action, adventure, and shooter games, and some fighting games here and there. But the main genre game I don't really play too much is sports games. I've never been like a sports player into them. Not even in real life, I'm not even really into sports. I play a lot of video games, and sports I don't really follow on TV that much. Only mainly watch during like the playoffs. But for those sports fanatics out there, we got a brand new Madden NFL, and this time they added competitive modes here. They talked about challenger events, premier events, and then major events. And speaking of major events, this week is actually gonna be like a Madden NFL tournament, where it was like I think they said like millions of players were signed up for this tournament, and now it's down to the top. It's now down. It's been cut down to the select few players that will be competing for $50,000 for the winner. So I'm sure most people who are interested in that will be able to check that out on the stream. So if you can't see it, if you're not at E3, you can watch it on live stream. I think it's later this week. I think towards the weekend. Me, I was excited for this game, Mass Effect. I'm a huge fan of Mass Effect. I love Mass Effect, and one of the greatest games I played story-wise, all the characters. I didn't see Shepard throughout the trailer. I was hoping to see him, but they showed like a trailer with Mass Effect Andromeda, or Andromeda. I might be saying it wrong, But no release date. I think they said they're going to show a little bit more this fall, because I heard some delays about this game, so I don't know what's true and what's not. Because nowadays they'll say something's coming out and you never know when a game's going to be delayed. You know, look at games like Uncharted 4. You know, even though that game's out, it had a couple delays by surprise. They talked about Play to Give, where you can do these challenges now, where for games like Battlefield Hardline, you can if you complete like a certain challenge, you can revive like a specific number of players that are in need. Like in Battlefield, you can revive people who are down or get killed, and your squad members or your teammates that you play with. It's challenges like that. That's one of the examples of the challenges that you can get. And once you complete these challenges, you get like these mega packs with rewards exclusively to Battlefield Hardline and some other games. I didn't even write all the games down, but Battlefield Hardline is one of the games if you guys own the game still. FIFA 17, the journey was announced. This looked pretty cool because it looks like a career mode, and they talked about this guy, this huge soccer player. I'm not huge. I'm not into football. It's called football in the UK and England now when they kick the actual ball. But here in America, we throw the football here, and that's what it's called, football here in the United States. But it's going to be FIFA 17, The Journey, and that's going to be coming out this September. But it wasn't actual like a release date and stuff. But next was shown EA Originals, and I don't know too much about this, but they showed like a one game called Fee, and I thought it was like an indie game, to be honest. It looked pretty cool graphically and stuff, but you know, I was ready to see what else they were going to show right afterwards. Following that was a Star Wars update, and they talked about a new installment for the Star Wars Battlefront will be coming next year, and then they showed newer characters. They talked about possibly putting in content from the movie, from the new Star Wars movie that just previously came out, and some other things. But me, again, I'm not really, I said this before, I haven't seen too many of the Star Wars movies. I'm not a Star Wars fan and too hyped when it comes to Star Wars. You know, as good as the game seemed to be, but as much as I enjoyed the movie, watching it, but I haven't really been like a huge fan when it comes to Star Wars. So I guess for those Star Wars fans out there, can get hyped for that. But I thought they were probably going to say a campaign mode would be released for Star Wars Battlefront, but I don't know if there is one, or if they're working on one or not. But who knows? Last but not least, I saw this coming. It was Battlefield 1 that was announced and shown. And currently, probably right now while I'm doing this, is probably a live stream for the 64 multiplayer gameplay to show off Battlefield 1. And the game's going to be coming out this year at October 21st, 2016. And they talked about dynamic weather, and where you have to fight in different weather changes, and you have to change your style of play. Different vehicles, like the Behemoth was talked about, and all the different things that you can do with that. I already watched the Battlefield 1 reveal like a month ago before, but I'm definitely going to be checking out the Battlefield 1 64 multiplayer gameplay live stream while I upload this to the channel. But that was basically it for EA's conference, and you know, if you want to call it the EA press conference or EA play that they kept saying, for the first conference to kick off E3 2016. But those were all the announcements for the first conference for Electronic Arts, or EA, however you want to call it, EA Play. But what did I think about the conference? It was pretty good, but the main game, my favorite, was just seeing Mass Effect. I wish I saw a little bit more Mass Effect. It wasn't like a trailer. It was just showing some of the developers, talking about the developers' interviews and what they're working on, and some of the, just a little tiny, some gameplay here and there, but they're definitely going to be showing more this fall. So that was my favorite thing shown. But out of all the games, not being a sports player, I would just say my top favorite things were just Battlefield 1 and the new Mass Effect update and news about that game. But I know it's different for everyone else. For people who are sports players, Madden NFL, every game looked good, honestly. But again, those would be my top favorites. I really enjoyed the conference. Let me know what you guys thought about the conference and EA. Some people probably don't even really care about it because they just know it's just nothing but sports. But later today, I'm just going to be talking about Bethesda's conference, and I will have a video similar to this out later tonight and see what they show and see what they announce. And one thing I wanted to mention here, I have written here, I meant to mention in the beginning of this video. So I was told via Instagram that there's going to be a Mafia 3 trailer revealed today, and it's going to be 8:30 Eastern Time PM tonight. So maybe I'll have a reaction, a little small reaction video for that, and then probably, because that's going to be before Bethesda, because Bethesda's not going to be taking place until 10 o'clock tonight Eastern Time for where I am. But all the specific times, all the times for E3 are specific, since they're in LA. But I think I just wanted to announce that here. So I think I'll make a reaction video for Mafia 3, and then I'll also make one, since Mafia 3 is going to be before Bethesda, I'll do one really quick for that, and then I'll check out Bethesda later tonight, and then I'll have that out as well on the channel. So thanks for watching, and for those who are new, I do this every year, and I love doing this, and this is my favorite time of the year to see what they show and all the announcements. I'm really hoping to see a Crash Bandicoot tomorrow, a return of Crash Bandicoot. There has been a rumor that he's probably going to be a Skylander, and that really makes me mad and pisses me the fuck off, honestly. A Skylander, does Crash Bandicoot really deserve to be like that? You know, deserve to be treated like that? A Skylander, just like Spyro the Dragon. But I'll get into that tomorrow and see what happens. But thanks for watching. Feel free to share your thoughts about the EA press conference if you watched it, and what you're looking forward to most of this year's E3. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later tonight for my Mafia 3 reaction and Bethesda's conference, and see what happens. And we'll see what happens going forward for this year's E3. And again, thanks for watching, and see you guys later.